Hi guys! Welcome back to my Flosstube. You're such a gem for joining me. My name is Miss Chloe and this is my corner of the world where I get to talk about my craft and share my cross-stitching journey with you. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming on back. I love seeing the returning humans. And a big welcome to anyone that might be new, that might have recently found me as well. I love hearing you guys and finding out where you found me from. So do drop comments, let me know. I love chatting with you. I love responding to the comments. They absolutely make my day. So yeah, I am Miss Chloe and this is my Flosstube corner. So I am here today to talk to you about 4 whips that I've been working on in the last 2 weeks. Today is Thursday. It is my normal filming upload day. So I was hoping to get filmed before this, but life's been a little bit hectic, as it tends to get, but I still wanted to jump in even though I haven't done a lot. And I just wanted to see you guys and check in and see how you're doing and also share my work with you. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to share my whips with you because that is all I've got today. I don't have any haul at the moment. So it's going to be a nice short, sharp, shiny video, I think. So the first piece I've got today I've been working on is the Dark Queen of the Earth. So there's more of this flippery bit out here. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is on a 32 count even weave. And it is opalescent. I think if I hold it that way, there we go. It comes up really nicely. So I think this is up to part 8 or 9. And I am working on part 4 because I started late. But I got to put in this cute little mushroom the other day. How sweet is that? Look at her go. So most of my progress on this piece in the last 2 weeks, I actually did on Sunday for us, Saturday for them in the Black Needle chat. So if you are part of their Facebook group and their Instagram page, the Black Needle will host via Zoom a chat with us once a month, and you can go along and just sit and watch other stitches and talk to other stitches and make a shopping list. Always take a pen and paper. They will talk about something you want, trust me. Every time I go in, I come out being like, oh, when am I getting paid? When am I getting paid? I have so many things to buy. I think I've gotten book recommendations from them. I've gotten stitching recommendations, fabric, like you name it, they've talked about it. They are amazing humans and it is so much fun. But yeah, so I've been working on these greens. Now you can see in that it's coming up well on camera because I've got an extra light pointed at it. But like these greens here are super close to the greens on the fabric underneath them. So they were a little bit hard to do. So I did have to sort of triple count things and double check them all while doing them. So this vine down here and this bit here actually took me ages to do just because they were so close to the fabric color. Like if I hold it back here now, you can even see these guys are fading in a little bit. And it was really, really tough on the eyes, but that's okay. We got through it. And then as a reward I started doing these little mushrooms and this flower, and now I'm working on this dark brown color, so I'm doing all these little spiky bits and all of the underlight shadow. So I'm really loving working on this one. It's a very smooth stitch. The color theory is beautiful. Aaron is a genius. And I am hoping to get part 4 finished. I am not halfway through it. I am a lot further behind than I thought, and that's because a new stitch along came out and I got a little bit obsessed. But once that's up to date, then I'll get this up to date. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, so that's what I've done on this one. So all of this bit in here, and I'm hoping just to fill it out. So I might focus on getting this bit in and then moving up the model. So I haven't quite reached the top yet. I've only gotten to here. Use the other hand. Here. But this bit actually goes quite a bit higher as well. So you can you can sort of imagine it's this whole piece that's going to come out and up and around. They haven't released all of her yet, but this is what we've got. So you can see where I am on the piece. You can sort of imagine how this is going to look. I am so excited to get to that top branch, the one that goes like up and over the model. I think that's going to be really fun to stitch. But I am quite a way behind, so I really need you to send me all your positive thoughts that I can actually catch this one up. Because it's not happening so far. It's not happening so far. But I am really happy with what I've done and how it's coming out. All my stitches are actually sitting really flat on this one. So I've been really, really happy with it. So that is my queen. She is still looking for a name, by the way. So if you want to do the YouTubey things and comment, you can let me know what you think I should call her. Because I just can't pick a name. Nothing seems right. Nothing seems regal and witchy and earthy enough. I don't know. It has to be a huge combination. All right. So next up, I've got the Greenhouse of Oddities Sal by Lola Crow. So this one came out, I think, a week ago. It has taken up the bulk of my time. It came home when I came back from my trip with my partner. So we just went interstate for a few days just to get away and have a bit of a break. And this has eaten the bulk of my time. It is beautiful, but it's almost 6,000 stitches for its first release. It is big. She is a big girl. So this is what we've got so far. This is the frame of the greenhouse for all of the plants to go into. And yeah, so we've got 3 animals in this release and no plants yet. So first up, obviously, we've got the crows or the ravens. They are in here. And at the bottom of the frame, I believe there is a little tiny mole and a baby froggy. And I am so excited to stitch them. They're just so cute. I started in the middle at the top because this spire is dead center, which is very nice. Very nice when there's no corner pieces on this one. And I am halfway through the release. So I've got a few little bits of white to go on this side to fill it out. And then I will be able to move my Q-snap down. But I'm really enjoying it. It's been really smooth to stitch, and it's just because it's so many little lines. It's just block counting. It's very sweet. Very sweet. And then we're going to move our way down the greenhouse, and it's got some long supports. You can see up here, I'm sure. It's got the long supports, and then at the bottom, it's got what looks like dirt and the ground, and of course, the little animals down there. So this is by Lola Crow. I am stitching this with some lovely ladies. I am stitching this with my friend Stitch by Liz and my friend Amy in the Valley. And we have a little chat going about it. And I think that's really sweet. We're having a lot of fun with it. So one of the girls was kind enough to buy me my floss, and one of the girls was kind enough to give me this wonderful piece of fabric, which is a 32 count even weave. It is from Sewardall, Australia, and it is called Kelp. And you can't see so well. It doesn't come up super strongly, but it's grey with a green undertone, which is very, very cool. So I'm hoping that the green undertone will help whatever green plants we might get in the Oddities greenhouse to pop. But we have 6 weeks to finish this frame. I don't think it's going to take me 6 weeks. I am halfway through size-wise on the chart. So I'm hoping to get the bottom half finished in the next couple of weeks so that I can stop obsessing and I can move on. I've gone through and I've put the release dates in my calendar, in my diary, and I've set little pop-up notifications on my phone because I'm a tad excited about doing this one. And I think it's going to be really, really fun. Really, really fun. Something I forgot to mention on the last project, but it doesn't matter because they're all from the same places. My needle minders, as you guys know, if you've been here before, I am a paper pattern person. I like to have my patterns mounted on my project so that I can just cross them off as I go. Having them on the iPad has not worked for me, and I don't have anything that is Pattern Keeper compatible. So I do use a lot of needle minders on my projects. Having 4 is probably the lowest number I've had on a project in a very long time. But that is okay. That is okay. So these are from the Black Needle Society, and this one is from Ginger Stitch. And this one was actually gifted to me by Amy, and I'm not sure where she got it, but it's super cute. And I think that they all fit perfectly with this piece. Okay. Next up, I have Roro. Look at her. Her face is starting to come in up there. We've got her beaky beak, and it's all outlined, and I love it. I'm hoping to fill in this top wing on her. But she kind of got put down again. I love this piece so much. So much. And I really want to work on her, but also I want to work on the saddles. And I want them to be up to date because other people are doing those with me. So I feel like they need to be up to date. So poor Roro here gets sort of the worst of it. And I put her away and I keep forgetting to pick her back up. So she has been sitting dormant for probably a week now. Whenever I got the greenhouse, I put everything else down because I became obsessed. It's fair though, right? It's pretty. So yeah, I've put in her wing and her head, and this little half stitch section is all in now. And we've got the start of her chest lines coming through. She's gonna be a really pretty bird, you guys. She is also on 32 count. She is also a sew-it-all fabric. I cannot remember the name of it, and it is folded underneath here somewhere. But if I post her on Instagram, you guys know that all the information for all of my pieces is in the caption. So it goes over the fabrics, the designers, everything else. So it's got all of the details there. This is by DMX Stitch. And they were on Etsy. I don't know if they're still there. But the creator is on Instagram. She is always tagged in my work because it is her design. So, you know, she should be getting as much foot traffic as I do from it. And yeah, I am stitching her 2/2 to give her that size. And she's just been a lot of fun to work on. This is another one that's just really, really smooth. All of the pieces I've worked on, well, the 3 pieces I've worked on that I've shown you so far have all been really, really smooth to do. And they've just been really nice color transitions. So they've had very good works. Obviously Lola Crow's one is just black at the moment with a little bit of white and stuff in it. But that is okay. It has been really good to just sort of have a single color piece to work through and to share with you guys. And it's been nice for my head. Like, I don't have to think too hard about that one. Just do the color, do the color, do the color, do the color, you know? It's a bit like the Alice one that I've been doing from Bothy Threads. That one is currently at work because I took it with me. I had a day where I had to wait for my partner. So it's over there hanging out. And I will bring it home on Friday when I'm next in the office. So yeah. This one again is covered in needle minders from Ginger Stitch and the Black Needle. If you are wondering where anything I get, like, that's cool stuff has come from, those 2 places are probably your best bet. Floss Drops, the whole lot. Like, I've got it from one of those guys. I'm a bit obsessed with their stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to get through the greenhouse so I can get back to Roro a little bit. Especially because they're sharing a Q-snap snappy bit. I had enough and then one cracked. And I couldn't get it to hold anymore. So Roro here just shares hers with everyone else. Which can be a bit annoying. I need to buy more. I know that you can get additional little plastic bits, but I have not gotten around to ordering them. So I should probably do that. It's one of those things, every time I go to order, I forget. So that's not very good. Someone needs to remind me. But yeah, that's what she's up to. I'm sorry I've been so rambly today, guys. I'm having one of those days where I just can't really focus. And I think it's because we had a public holiday in the middle of our week, which was very strange. So we went to work for one day, and then we had a day off. And I think I started saying this video that it was Thursday because it feels like Thursday, but it also feels like Monday, and it's actually Wednesday. So that's where I'm at. I'm so sorry, you guys. I am such a spicy disaster today. It's not even funny. But I still really wanted to see you this week, so I thought I would pop in. So let's move forward, shall we? Let's move forwards. The next piece I have for you is a new start, and it's actually a little travel project. So I haven't taken a photo, so I'm just gonna hold the book up for you. Okay. So this is the project, and it's like 3 inches. It's tiny, but it's perfect to take through the airport, right? So it is going to be Jack and Sally on Spiral Hill. And this is one of the RP Minis kits that you can buy. These kits are really cute. This is the size of the booklets though, so the patterns are extraordinarily hard to read. Because that's my finger and that's the size of them. You can see that the 10 squares isn't even a full knuckle space on my hand. So if you do get these kits, they are great, but I recommend blowing them up for your own sanity. So yeah, this was my plane project when I went to Melbourne the other week. And I got maybe 3/4 of the way through the moon. So I'm almost down the side here. This is only half stitched. I've only put in my placements. There you go, you can see now. But over here it's all full stitch. So I'm hoping to get this one done, but there's no real rush on it. It's not a important project. It is one that I literally keep in my handbag for when I don't have anything else to do. So it comes out whenever I've got time, which is nice. And it's really, really small. So I've got this miniature kit. I've got the office kit that you guys have seen, which it looks like from the poll last time, I will be doing the coffee cup. So as soon as I do this, I'll start that. And I'm also getting a little fruit one that I found. I'm getting the Hocus Pocus one, which I'm super excited for. And I'm getting one that has the constellations in it. So I reckon they'll be really, really fun to do, and I can't wait to get them. Again, they're all this size. They're all this size, so like, I don't know how they expect us to see that. It is too small. It is too small. If you get these, please blow them up. Please blow them up. Yeah, so that is all my whips, and I just have a little other thing to show you. So when I went away and I was in Melbourne, I found this place called like the Maker's Space, and it was hosted by the Melbourne Library. And they had all of this technology and you could just go and play with it. It was really, really cool. I'm sure some of you would have seen my short. I put it up the other day, and it was 3D, like laser cutting my logo. Here it is. Look how cute that is. Because it's in cursive, the tiny lines don't show up very well on camera at all. But they are all there. It does connect for my name. But how cute is that? How cute is that? This is the good piece. We ran 2 passes over it to make it a little bit deeper. This was the test piece. Yeah. So you can see the difference in them. The top one is the good piece, so it's just a little bit darker on the imprint, which comes up a little better. It was the same kind of wood. They were literally cut next to each other. It was really cool. It took, I think, a total of 2 minutes to cut them. And in case anyone is wondering, because I had a few questions about it, when I designed the logo for this channel, I wanted to include as much like stitchy stuff as possible. So I've obviously got the needle and thread, I've got my name on it. But when I was doing a circle, I made sure I put these tiny little notches. And this is so that I can use it as a bobbin. So while I was in Melbourne, I did use them as bobbins to carry all my floss around, which was really, really handy. Really handy. and it was just a cute little hidden feature on it. I thought it was a hidden feature. Our friend Pippa, she picked it up straight away. She immediately commented when I'd posted them, asking if the notches in the sides were in fact for floss, and yes, she is right. She is brilliant, and she knew straight away. So because I have 2 of them, I am going to Dremel out the back on one, and I'm going to turn it into a needle minder to go onto my work, because I can never have enough of those. And then the other one will stay in my bag as a little bobbin. The other thing that you could do at the Makerspace, apart from 3D print, and I didn't 3D print anything stitchy, I 3D printed a tiny Cubone skull. In case you are not familiar, this is Cubone. He is cute. He is my favorite Pokemon. They also had machine embroidery. So I got the logo done up on a piece of calico, which I think is really cool. It's not perfect and it's not super tidy. I think it needs an iron. And the machine had a few problems with the cursive. You can see there with the S and the O particularly, it had a lot of trouble. It got really thick, and had a few issues, but I still think it's really cool. I really like it. So I am going to tidy that up a little bit, and then I might sew onto a bag or something. Something that made me feel a lot better about everything that I do stitch-wise is the back of this thing. I'm often told off because I carry my threads a little bit on the back of projects, and, you know, if there is a tiny knot, I'll just leave it and stitch over it so that it sits flat. And I have been told off for that, even though, you know, I'm of the opinion that the back of your work doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not seeing it. You know what? You're framing it. It doesn't matter. But look at what this machine did. It trailed everywhere. The cursive that gave it problems was just too much, I think. But it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool. I'm very happy with how it came out, especially if you look at it at a distance. Like, you can't see so much that there's a thickness and a problem. So I think that's really fun. If you are in Melbourne, they are down by Docklands and they are down by the Queen Vic markets. Go and check them out because they're completely free and you can just play with everything, and it's so much fun. So much fun. So I guess that brings us up to plans. Just to recap, because I think I talked about them while I was going. My plans for this coming 2 weeks are to, number one, get more stitching done. Because I spent a week in Melbourne, I didn't stitch very much. So I need to step my game up. I need to stitch more so I have more to show you guys. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to work on finishing the frame for the greenhouse, because obsessed, just obsessed. I think about it a lot. I need to get it done. And that way I can be ready for the next release, which is in 5 or 6 weeks. It's a long wait, but I'll get there. And then I would like to get part 4 of the Queen done, and I would like to fill in that wing for Roro. So those are hefty goals. Those are hefty goals. But I would like to do them so that I can share them with you next time. But yeah, I think that's everything from me for now. This is a bit of a shorter video because I just did not get a lot done, but as I said, I still really wanted to see you guys. So please do all the YouTubey things, like comment, subscribe. You know, if you've seen my shorts running around, thumbs up those. If you have suggestions for shorts or videos that you want to see, please let me know. I do want to do some extra videos on this channel, so I'm still trying to work out how to get a top-down setup that I can stitch with, so that I can show you things like couching and finishing and starting on the front of your work if you've got stands and things like that to make your lives a bit easier. But yeah, I am making a little list of all the things that I want to be able to film for you guys. So if you have something you'd like to see, please drop it below. DM me on Instagram. Let me know. because I would like to make sure that the content we have here is what I want, but also what you guys want. You guys are important, because obviously you make me happy. You keep my channel running by watching my videos and coming along. I think there's almost 350 of you now, and it's only been about a month, which is blowing my mind. I feel so loved, you guys. It's crazy. And I check the thing every day, and every time it goes up, I have a little like moment. Cam calls them my dancey moments. I do them when I'm really happy. So I will like do them if I find something, or I have a little win in my life, or if the food is really delicious. You will see me eat and I'll just quietly bop, which I didn't know I did, but apparently I do a lot. But yeah, until next time, stay safe, be happy, and craft something beautiful, you guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks.